Creatine is highly beneficial, but it's only if you're taking it in the right form, at the right time, at the right dose, for the right reasons. In this video, I'm going to share with you the big mistakes that most of you are making around creatine and how to use it correctly so that you can improve your health. But before we get started, I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and as always, it's a pleasure hanging out with you in today's video. This one's awesome. Let's talk about the first big mistake that many people make, and that's taking the right form of creatine. There's two main forms of creatine that most of you are going to come across. One is going to be creatine monohydrate, and one is going to be creatine hydrochloride. Now, creatine monohydrate is going to be the gold standard to use. Here is why. Because it is considered to be the most effective and also the most researched. Another reason that it's pretty great is because it's affordable. It's very cost effective. And so it's safe, effective, and very well studied. Now, the other creatine you'll come across is the creatine hydrochloride. Now, the thing is about this one is it's less research based, and the fact is that it's really not going to be as beneficial. So stick to the creatine monohydrate. And the only time I really see people going to the creatine hydrochloride is if they have some sort of negative reaction to the creatine monohydrate. But it's very rare that this happens. Negative reaction meaning maybe a little GI distress when you take it, but the fact is it's rare and you shouldn't have a problem with it. Now, the next big mistake that you are going to see around creatine, and maybe you're making yourself, is that you just don't understand what it's for, right? For me personally, I had all these ideas about creatine growing up, about how it's just going to make you turn into the Hulk and it's only used if you want to have big muscles and all this stuff. No, not true. Okay, let's talk about the truth as to how you can benefit from creatine and what you use it for. Because the fact is a lot of women will not touch this stuff because they think it's going to make them huge and muscular. It's not going to. Let me explain. The first big thing that you can use creatine for is increased strength and muscle mass. Okay, this doesn't mean that you're going to be huge. This actually just helps with lean muscle. It's going to help produce more ATP, cellular energy, and it's going to support you, especially during your high intensity exercises. So therefore, you could actually use it like a pre-workout. You could actually use it to give you energy during the workout in order for you to get better workouts, which would ultimately help with weight loss and so much more. It also has been proven to enhance muscle growth, strength, and power output. Okay. A meta-analysis shows creatine improves performance in weightlifting, sprinting, and also high-intensity interval training. Okay, so it's going to support you during your workout and support lean muscle growth, which is something we all want. I'll get to more about that in just a second. Now, it's also been shown to support brain health and cognitive function. This is very important because creatine helps produce ATP and boost up ATP in the body. Your brain uses ATP, so therefore creatine supports mental energy, memory, and focus. It's shown to benefit older adults, those who are under a lot of stress, even cognitive stress. Let's say if you're somebody who's in school, you're a student, you're studying for a big test, it's going to support you there. It also is going to support those who are sleep deprived. Creatine's also been shown to help with mood disorders and even depression. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of research coming out as to how creatine improves brain health. Depression and mood disorders is a big one that's really being studied quite a bit right now. Studies show that creatine improves short-term memory, executive function, especially those who have low creatine in their body. Creatine is something that's naturally forming in your body. Boosting it up actually helps with all of these processes we're mentioning. Creatine is going to aid in muscle recovery. So whether you're suffering from an injury, or maybe you are rehabbing from a surgery, or maybe you're someone who's just trying to recover from your exercise, this is going to help lower the inflammation and also support that muscle recovery. Now, creatine is going to combat age-related muscle loss. This is known as sarcopenia. This is very important. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that one of the big factors that is extraordinarily important, probably one of the biggest for anti-aging, is going to be maintaining lean muscle mass. And so therefore, creatine will help with muscle and strength in older adults, and it also can support mobility, bone health, and metabolic function with age. It's going to support neurological health. Now, if you're suffering from just maybe some general neurological symptoms, or maybe you have a big neurological condition like Parkinson's, ALS, MS, or even a traumatic brain injury, creatine is beneficial across the board for all of these issues. Cell hydration and volume. So if you want to help increase cell hydration, creatine pulls water into the muscles and it promotes cellular hydration. And so if you're someone who's exercising in a high intensity fashion, sweating a lot, you're using a sauna, or maybe you're working out in the heat, creatine actually helps you stay hydrated. And you're seeing here how creatine goes far beyond just building muscle. Now, creatine also has been shown to help improve glucose tolerance. Some evidence suggests creatine may enhance insulin sensitivity and glucose uptake when combined with exercise. So now we're seeing it improving upon metabolic health, which can help lower cholesterol, help keep down your blood pressure. It can help with fat on your body, getting rid of the fat. It helps in so many ways. So this is really awesome as well. And what I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below to the creatine that I personally use. It's high quality and it's also very inexpensive. So a lot of times people ask me when I do these videos, what do you use? This is what I'm using personally. This is also the creatine that I use in my clinic. I think it's great stuff. I use it personally. I like it. So I'll put a link in the description below. Let's move on to the next big mistake, and that's focus around dosing. How much of this stuff do you actually need to get results? When we look at a lot of the research, one of the things that we're seeing is that much of the dosing is focused around 3 to 5 grams daily, okay? And what you're gonna find is that as you start taking this, you'll start to see the results build up over the course of about 3 to 4 weeks, okay? So that's going to be the very standard way of taking creatine. We'll talk about when to take it in just a moment. Now, if you're someone who wants to go through a loading phase, this is an option too. Let's say that you want to get these results, you don't want to wait for those 3 to 4 weeks, you can go through a loading phase. And what that looks like is that you're going to take about 20 grams of creatine per day, split into 5-gram increments. So you take 5 grams 4 times a day, and that would equal 20 grams, and then you would do that for about 5 to 7 days. This loading phase is just utilized in order to saturate the muscles faster, help it get this into your system at a higher level, and you just get all the benefits we talked about at a much faster pace, okay? Now, for the average person, that 3 to 5 grams a day, just let it build up over time is fine. For those of you who just want to go all in, you can do the loading phase, and that has some merit to it as well. Now, who can benefit from creatine? I want to be very clear on this, right? Because we talked about, the top benefits from it, but who's going to benefit? So obviously the athletes and very active individuals, students, professionals, anybody who is seeking cognitive enhancement and support. It's going to be great for you. Any older adults for the purpose of maintaining lean muscle mass to improving cognitive health and neurological well-being, people with neurological or muscular conditions, people who are recovering from exercise, injury, or surgery, individuals who are focused on fat loss, because remember we talked about that metabolic piece, and then those who are suffering from insulin resistance and metabolic concerns. Now, here's the next big mistake. When do you take it? So if you're looking for muscle building, there's a lot of research that points to taking creatine post-workout. But if you're looking for the performance benefit of creatine, there's a lot of data pointing to using it almost like a pre-workout, okay? Let me tell you what I do, because I like to just take the confusion out of things. I don't like to get too in my head about it. I basically mix up creatine, electrolytes, and my amino acids all into a big giant shaker bottle like this. I mix it up and I start sipping on it prior to my workout, and I continue to drink it during my workout and until it's gone. Okay, I don't get too crazy with it. I don't use any other types of pre-workouts. I use amino acids, which I'll also share with you in the description below, the amino acids I'm using because many people are interested in that right now too. I use amino acids, electrolytes, and creatine all in one, and then drink it. And that's a great way to get your creatine. Now, if you're somebody who is looking to use creatine for brain and cognitive performance, morning is typically your best bet, okay? I know of a lot of people who are mixing it in with a smoothie, a cup of coffee, because it's pretty much tasteless. You don't even know it's there. So you can put it in your coffee, or you can mix it in with a juice if that's your thing. Now, the next thing is when you take it for general well-being, okay? If you're taking creatine for general well-being, any time of day is fine. What's most important if you're taking it for general well-being is being consistent with it. Because you heard me before say that it builds up over time when you start taking it. The benefits build up over time. So consistency is the most important aspect. of taking it for general well-being, not necessarily what time of day you take it. And even if you're taking it for general well-being, you're still going to be in that 3 to 5 gram range that we talked about earlier. So these are the ways that you use creatine. I put all the resources in the description below that I talked about in this video. I hope this is helpful and really sets you up for success. Both men and women benefit greatly from utilizing creatine. I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you love this one, you'll check out this one over here next.